I'll just let it run. So if whatever you're saying now is going to be recorded. So just a heads up.
Nice.
Let's see.
Okay. Bloop.
Okay.
Copy link.
I'll be right back. One sec.
Hey Molio, what do you think the serpent is over at the Lake of Broken Stone? What type of creature do you think it is?
Okokpoko.
You don't want to know.
Could you please repeat that? Oh, nah.
An Okokpoko, that's the kind of serpent the Loch Ness is.
I am not gonna lie, I have no idea what type of creature that is. Could you please define that for me?
An Okokpoko is a serpent that likes to reside in large lakes or, it's not a deep ocean serpent. Sort of like Nelly, the Loch Ness, and Okopoko himself, which is a BC serpent that resides in one of their lakes, and they're really long and they have like those Chinese like weaves to their. That's why when you see them on the lake, you can only see their little curves. There's also rumors that it's what kind of mythology was it that there's two Okopokos that are biting each other's tails that are weaving around the universe?
Talking about an Ouroboros?
Yeah, I was about to say like the Ouroboros thing.
Yeah. Okopokos.
Thank you very much. That was very informative. I appreciate that. Thank you.
You're welcome, everybody, and everybody listening to Bryn's mispronunciation time on Twitch.
Go. That's where I want it. Now I gotta make walls.
This is why Bryn does not work for a media agency that makes her talk for a living, because
Well, I mean, can you spell
bad
good?
words and yeah. All I have to worry about is making sure I spell things correctly.
Wait, no. I heard recently, while I was on like job searches and stuff, there's this one job, I think it's like a courtroom hearing, like recorder or whatever, something like that, but you don't have to spell the words correctly, you just have to spell exactly how they sound. That's it. So you can have like a million words all spelled completely wrong. As long as they sound decent enough, you're fine.
Well,
Weirdest
yeah,
thing
because
right
a stenographer?
now. Yes! Thank you. Yes. I was just found it.
Well, like,
Have you seen the
stenographers have their
keyboard
own like
stenographer?
individual shorthand though.
yeah, that's the whole thing. That it's up to the it's up to the person who's trying to determine. That's what the stenographer is trying to say. That has the harder time. But yeah, I'll post a little photo of the good old Okopoko from BC. Here he is. There he is, guys. Look at him. Look how cute he is.
He looks like he would do some... Actually, I don't know what he looks like he would do. He looks very goofy. I could say that at least.
Yeah.
It looks like he's high on mushrooms.
Well,
See, I didn't know if we were allowed to say things like that, but yeah.
He is, because he's a Canadian lake monster. We legalized marijuana a while back, guys. He probably is. But he's also he has First Nations folklore tied to him. That's where his folklore comes from. So that's why when I talk about those serpents, I always call them okopokos, because that's what relates to my mind. That's what Nellie is from like the Loch Ness monster. She's an okopoko.
Thank you very much for sharing that. I feel closer to you as a player and as a person. That was awesome. Thank you. Also, side note, should I have a banana?
Yes. I had the privilege of being at Lake Okagon, where he's rumored to reside, when I was attending a family reunion in BC. I don't get to BC very often. It's 2 provinces away. It's a long drive to get there, but hello, BC guys. You're 2 hours behind me right now. This is winter. All our BC Twitch fans. Look at them. Look at them watching us.
Is there BC people on here?
I don't know. I think if I say it enough, maybe I'll summon them. They'll be like, "Hey."
Eventually, yeah. One day I'm gonna have people from all over. If you can give it enough time and exposure, yeah.
You're right. In like 2 months and 3 weeks.
Yep.
I believe in this.
I continue to share it so it gets more viewers, and I do what I can the cheapest way possible.
I'm always the plug for this. Every time anybody ever talks to me, I'm really looking for a new podcast to get into. Really? Every time.
Well, I got something. I got just the thing for you. All right, now I need doors. A door.
You don't need doors.
Yes, I do. If I don't
What's a
put
door?
if I don't put a door in, you guys will just make yourselves at home where you shouldn't.
Well, we do have to find a new safe house because our safe house is owned by an infernal spiders.
It's fine. It's not the worst thing in the world. At least one of us can communicate with him, okay?
True. I did notice that Redeemed has not messaged today, and usually he messages on game days, so I'm a little worried.
Yeah, I just pinged him because he's online. It's weird that he's not here.
Not gonna lie, I almost completely forgot it was Monday.
Until I posted it into the other server, and then you were
Nope,
like, "Oh,
didn't
shit."
even see it. I just happened to check Discord and was like,
Oh, there he
oh.
is.
There he is.
Oh, phew. We were so worried about you, Redeemed.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I was still a little sick.
Oh,
How late
okay.
was I?
About 10 minutes, but it was just Ross and I were just saying, usually on game day, you at least say good morning or something in the channel, and there was no good morning message from you, so we were just wondering where you were at.
Fair.
But now we're all here. We're all square. We're all...
Yeah, you got the 2 monks. You got everybody else. We're awesome. We're set.
Wait,
Yes, sir.
Garathon's gonna be here?
Oh no, I'm filling in for him.
Oh,
Me and him share a brain cell, so it'll be fine.
Sir Thomas has it today.
Yeah, I have not gotten all the maps that I want to do made, so forgive my lack of preparedness.
We just won't
That's
go
okay.
to those places that you don't have maps. Problem solved.
We're going to
You were
purposely
trying to
ask
speed,
about those
right?
places and then be very curious the rest of the session.
I mean, if you guys want to wander around the place where no one wants to go, that's the thing. Anyway, we got all 5 people.
Yep.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Here we go.
or that I was
Monday.
a little late.
Hello, welcome to Wardens of the Weave, everybody. Today we're going to be doing something. I don't know. So yeah, let me go ahead and pull up the Westerian Estate, because that's where everyone is right now. So, pull up the session recap. These recaps have gotten nice and long. Okay, so the party rests at Fool's Rest, returned to High Keep. They made good time back down the mountain. They had a conversation about poisons. Delivered the supplies in Stone Call. They went back to the safe house where Sir Thomas was arguing with Garethon, talking about how he had been taken to a large library, met with a woman named Somnia, and said that she was flirting with him. Made that very bold claim. Mentioned he saw her reading a book, and the book was Draconic. Garethon was only able to make out the title of the book because it seemed that the text was older and different. Sir Thomas noted that Somnia thought he was interesting. A party returned to the safe house. Garethon tried to hide a set of smithing tools. Malia asked Sir Thomas about the dream, saw the text, said, "Hey, I've seen that text before." Scrolling down. Ross had a theory that some gods and powers were dipping their fingers into the lives and faces of the party members, as they seem to be interested in the treasure of the tomb. They might be interested in the treasure of the tomb. Sir Thomas met Sethazar and had a conversation with him, noting the different dialect. Garethon, Ross, and Sir Thomas tried some hot sauce. Garethon thought it was hellish. Sir Thomas seemed to enjoy it. Garethon had a quick conversation with Malia about Bahamut and Salune. Malia said that she wasn't really particularly interested in them. They went to Stone Call. They visited the Grandland Library. Malia found a book about the origins of Bahamut and Tiamat. As she tried to learn more about the Draconic runes she saw, went to Sethric's office where he was speaking with Archscribe Vela Orden, asking about Sethric's success using the Dreamglass filament, and spoke lightly of Somnia, and that her presence was being felt more within the material plane. Malia noted a common friend that had been in contact. Sethric and Vela gave her a mission to claim documents from one Lady Callian, that they were relevant from the royal family. It could be identified by a royal seal, the seal of Duke Bradshaw. Garethon met with a high scribe Zertus Balo and trainee Duppel. Presented them the image of the tablet that Sethazar had brought with him. Learned more about Leviathans, beings of destruction, powerful primordials of the water. Also learned of the cult of the crushing tides. Also learned of the name Valeldith Humilia, as well as the blue dragon Hrakil. And he can learn more about them in Lockhorn. Sir Thomas met with the Sarian, immediately got webbed, as well as Sister Mirabelle. Asked about storing Arcane Genesis into an object, which Sarian said was already possible, as they do it with scrolls. He also asked about creating an anti-magic field and learned it was dangerous. He also learned that Somnia was the daughter of Salune. Malia went to the Veiled Page. Veltharis gave her a book, The Poisoner's Guide to Botany. She told him about the story of the doppelganger, the woman in the doorway. He told her that it sounded like it was the Dark Dragon. It sounded like she had issued a challenge or an invitation to Malia. Warned her that she was not someone who answers prayers and doesn't really follow the rules of the gods. Sethazar met with Archscribe Cresta Fortis, and wanted to learn about the Serpent gods, and asked about Seth. Learned that he was according to the Richial Dominion, he was a failed, broken incarnation of a god. Showed him the broken tablet, learned that he would need permission from a high scribe to gain more access to more restricted knowledge. Ross went to the Hall of Heroes, learned why the statue of Aether Stonecall was built and created within the Kingdom of Lockhorn. Ross connected with Garethon Sir Thomas, pulled Ross away. So Garethon decided to cast Arcane Genesis to create 6 rings of sending that had disastrous effects on his health. And yeah, so, but now people can message each other. Did I miss anything?
No, I think that was actually everything.
Yep.
Okay. Then you all went back to the
Great
safe
job.
house and had a long rest.
Hurrah!
Yeah.
I don't think I used anything, but I'll just click the button.
Oh yeah, I cast Fly on.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, you need to make sure to get that all checked out.
So he could chase after Garethon after they were both in the air.
it's morning now? Or
Yeah.
what time of day is it?
It's probably morning. You guys got a long rest.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
Hello.
Sir Thomas
How
is
was
gonna
everyone's
crack his
rest?
back as he extends like bubble wrap. Ugh. Goodness gracious, waking up after being asleep that long really does suck. Ugh.
Did your dream girl come and flirt with you again?
Sir Thomas is gonna shoot you a very annoyed look and he's going to say, "No, she did not. And she's real, I swear."
I know, she goes to another dream.
Yeah, she's from another school district. We don't know her.
I'm trying to say a line, it's hard not to laugh.
Well, we do have, before we head out to go back to Lockhorn and the mountains again, we do have a small mission that we can accomplish before we head to the mountains if we so wish.
Right, the one with the orcs, right?
We have 2 small missions that we can accomplish.
Right.
But yes, one of the missions was provided to me by Archscribe Kethric.
Sir
It
Thomas
is-
is immediately going to raise an eyebrow and look right over at you through like the side of his eye.
It is one that requires a little bit more stealth and subterfuge, but I have the feeling that if we're able to accomplish it and accomplish it efficiently, we will get more willingness for them to deliver that item we requested into the Feywild to repair the mirror. I'm more than comfortable taking that mission on by myself if nobody else is willing to take it. But in the meantime, the others that don't want to help with that certainly can seek out the Drumboot tribe and ask them about that village that was destroyed. Maybe they'll have some information.
Sir
I
Thomas
see.
is gonna look at you and he's going to say, "Is that your way of saying I shouldn't accompany you for whatever Cethric needs? I, of course, am more than willing to go look at our good friends in the Drumwood tribe, don't get me wrong, but I feel as if I may not be wanted there. Maybe not by you, but maybe by him."
Well, it does seem necessary. You are the only other person who knows about this Drumbu tribe.
There was no direct communication to me that your involvement wouldn't be welcomed. I don't know what sort of rivalry or dispute you have imagined in your brain, Sir Thomas, between you and Kethric. But you are the only one that besides myself, that knows of the Drumboot tribe, and you got along pretty good with their chief. I'm just giving everybody the options that are on the table.
He's gonna
I'm
stand
fine
back
with-
a little bit and he's gonna say, Right. Sorry. More than
If it
welcome.
makes
I
you
will
feel
gladly do
better,
that."
if it makes you feel any better, it doesn't sound like he's been seeing your girlfriend. It seems that she has made you her special little project.
Sir Thomas is gonna smirk a little. He's gonna say, "Okay then."
But yes, The mission to get the documents I was requested would take me a little southeast, away from the mountains. I just felt it would be important to get it done because I still want to go to the mountains with you all.
Sounds good.
I agree. However, I feel as if at least one other person should go with you. Just in case. That way you're not by yourself.
Alright.
If it requires stealth, I can slither in and out of places pretty easily.
All right. You're more than welcome to come with me, Cesar. I trust your insight, and you seem to be, if we run into any magical traps or anything like that, you would be a little bit more aware of them than I would.
Potentially, yes. Depending on the trap.
Alright.
And then the three of you go to see the Drumboot tribe?
Nice.
Yes, the four of us, with Carathon in tow. As he,
Oh.
coughs and creaks.
Oh, yes. But, I was only seeing the one of you.
I apologize. He'll be fine by the time we reach the mountains. He just needs a little bit of rest. He got run over by another cart. We all say as we all look at his clear scars of Arcane Genesis.
Right.
Well, this is also an opportunity for him to relax a little bit. Like, we could meet up back in Stonecall if he just wants to take some time to rest.
Nah, he can tag along. Who knows? I think he'll get good rest on the way. We'll make sure he rests up.
Right. And we do have these rings to communicate with each other now in case things get dire.
That's true.
All right. For the few of you that are not familiar with the Drumboot tribe, you would be looking for Chief Coban Irelance. He was the one that we met previously, and when we returned the spear that they were looking for, we ended that with a pretty good relationship. So try not to ruin it. Just see if they have any witnesses to what happened to that other orc village. Maybe they know something that the orcs have told them.
Sounds fine with me.
And then, Zelsazar, we can head out whenever you're ready towards our side mission.
I have everything I need. I'm ready whenever you are.
Perfect.
Stay safe, you two.
We will
You
be.
as well.
Okay.
Alright.
Splitting the party.
To our doom!
I am still not finished with the one map,
All right.
but it's close enough. So it's just not.
We
gonna
should
look,
flip to
it's,
see who goes first.
It's just
Which map does he has finished?
well, I have.
Which map do you have
I'll do
finished?
Well, I still have the
I'll do a
Dreamboot
black
tribe,
flip.
so that's not going to be an issue.
All right.
Although I may have deleted it from the actual D&D from the D&D Beyond.
No.
No. I mean, I deleted it off the thing, so it's no longer populated.
Oh, that takes like 5 seconds.
Well, I mean, trying to populate 300 orcs is a fun thing in and of itself.
Just put one orc and say it's called 300. There you go.
Yeah, okay, whatever. It's fine. So let me go ahead and prep up the Droomboot tribe.
This
Go.
one orc is actually 300 people.
Well, you guys do know that it's a day and a half journey to the Droomboot tribe, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I do now.
I think before leaving, because they'll just reconnect on the path towards the mountains, more than likely, just to save them both some time, because if that makes sense.
Yes, that does. Thank you very much.
Okay. So let me go ahead and
Because
populate.
Salazar and Malia sort of have to head southwest away from either the
everyone-
tribe or the mountain.
So everyone that's not Sethazar and Malia is here. So the only real representative of the party that's ever been here is Sir Thomas, and that's it.
I'm certain it'll be fine. He got along
Yeah.
well with us last time, and
Th-
plus, there won't be the smelly one.
Nothing could go wrong, right?
Absolutely not. Prepare yourselves for things going wrong, please.
I'm not gonna burn a city down.
Yeah, he's asleep. He's resting.
Anyway. Yeah, so we'll just get started with them, and that way I can still kind of work on this other map, and but I'll get it as far as I can, and then I'll present it as soon, once it's needed. So, any final preparations before you leave Stonecall?
Yes. Specifically, what am I asking the chieftain? That way, I don't mess it up, like above the table, because I know it's about the neighboring village, but just so I don't mess up exactly the names of it.
We were told that the neighboring village was called West Rock. And from what we know from the guild hall itself, it was caught on fire. We heard rumors that the Drumboot tribe was involved, but Malia doesn't think they were involved. She's just more sending you there because they are also orcs that we have a good relationship with, so they might have more information because orcs talk to other orcs.
You got it. Thank you.
Okay.
I think Ross will pick up some winter clothes just in case.
Yeah, so
I believe Heracles bought us all winter clothes at the last session.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we have all the supplies we need for the mountains because Heracles bought an extra climbing kit and he bought everybody winter clothes. Unless you guys needed to pick up extra potions or anything like that, and potions are cheap in Stonecall when it turned.
I have 10 healing potions, I think. Yeah, 10. Oh, wait, no.
I think I'm
11.
good.
Yeah,
I have
as well.
0 healing potions on my person. They're all coming from Malia.
And you're not with her.
Yeah.
I will trust Heracles. I will
Yeah.
trust him to supply me with healing.
Malia and her, how many does she have on her person right now? 17 healing potions with Salazar.
Wait. Question. Who's Sister Maribel going with?
you guys.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, she'll go with you guys because love her, but she's a very claggy cleric.
What do I need a healing potion for? We have Sister Maribel. I'll be fine.
Yeah, you guys should be fine.
Famous last words.
Please don't jinx me like that. I beg you, please.
Okay. Well,
You'll be fine.
in any case, yeah, that'll work. In any case, you guys make your way out. I'm not gonna do a random encounter because we're splitting the party, and I don't want to have you guys fight anything while you're splitting the party. Make your way out into the mountain range. You're not taking the way down under the mountain. You're going across, up the mountain towards the more south of the trail. that's Stone Column. That's not what I want to click on. This one. So instead of going up this way, you're more going this way. Towards right around there. Of course, you get a long rest somewhere in between there. It takes you a day and a half. Eventually, you make it past. I'm not sure what the one village was that because I keep changing the name of the village that's there. But
I'll see if I wrote it down in my notes.
the village that you originally went to, that was destroyed by the orcs, is now starting to do better. Like, they've cleaned up all their rubble. Most of the buildings have been repaired. It seems as though they are in the middle of preparing for winter.
Sir Thomas is gonna smile a little bit as he looks at the village and say, "Humble beginnings. Happy to see the getting along, all right."
Oh, Sir Thomas, is there anything we should know?
Well, if I remember correctly from Jumroot tribe, they're orcs. They're very direct, very blunt, and they love to know they do a good job, as do many people do. They're not at fault unless they say that. Don't blame them for anything, don't try to make accusations, simply ask questions. In fact, actually, I'd say let me lead, and if there's anything that pops up, make note of it. Other than that, just, they're people. People are people.
And after a long rest, you continue your journey, and you make your way to through the familiar overgrowth, to where you hear the grunting and groaning, fighting, clashing of metals, and various ongoings of an orc tribe that seems to be maintaining itself. As you look out over the space, you see a vast clearing with a large number of tents. And if you were to take a guess as to how many orcs there are, it seems as though there would be in the hundreds of orcs in this tribe. Let me go
Sir
ahead.
Thomas is going to say in a small whisper to the rest of the group, "Remember, they're not at fault unless they say. No accusations."
Yeah, I'm not looking to pick a fight, so.
Okay, let me adjust the music here. Come on. All right. So, Sir Thomas, you're leading the way. What do you do?
I'm going to go ahead and walk up to some of the orcs that are like battling and sparring, and I'm going to say, "Hello there. I hope you remember. Mind if I get in for a little squabble with you?"
You is one of them humans that joined the tribe.
"Yes, sir. Sir Thomas. Yes, I was originally with the company of Malia and a few others. Yes, sir."
He's gonna look at the rest of the party. These are not the same ones. What happened to your allies?
He's going to look down at the ground. He's going to kind of scratch the back of his head. And he's going to look up and say, "Some of them left. One of them died. Two of them actually. Things happen. You understand."
I see. So you wish to spar?
"Yes, sir, but only for a short while. I may actually speak with your chieftain, but... I mean, you all welcome me in, so might as well. Come back and enjoy the familiarities, right?"
Chief Ironlance is busy at this time.
Then what better way to spend time waiting?
So you're gonna start sparring with the orcs. What are the rest of you doing? Are you just gonna stand around and watch? What would you like to do?
I guess I'll ask to spar with some orcs as well.
Okay.
I will be right back.
Alright.
I will be watching.
All right. So as you watch, you know, it seems as though they have some sort of familiarity with Sir Thomas that doesn't seem, you know, it seems rather odd or off about what you'd expect from orcs.
Ross is just gonna wait for Sir Thomas to be done sparring, because you know, he has home advantage here, so I'm just gonna follow his lead.
All right.
I have returned.
Welcome back. I was trying to think of something to say, and I couldn't think of anything to say. So I'll leave it to you.
Who's my speech directed at?
Well, you know, that depends on you. Like, what would you like to do?
Oh, easy. I'm gonna go point over at Ross as me and the orcs are sparring. I'm gonna say, Ross, you there? You would love to spar with us, wouldn't you?
Yeah, totally. Sure.
I'm gonna look over at the orcs and I'm gonna say, if you don't mind, please go easy on him. He's not entirely a martial fellow.
Oh, you don't say. Yeah, you're gonna see some of the orcs like pounding their hands together as they look at you, Ross. Could this one, if this one can fight?
Ross just kind of like stretches a little bit, like over preparing for what's about to happen. All right. Who am I fighting?
Well, do you wish to fight me? I am Guile Turks, the hunter of this mountain.
Okay, Guile. Let's. Are there any rules, or do we just get to it?
We just punch each other. The first one to submit submits.
All right, let's do it. Ross is going to try and go for the first blow, I guess.
Okay. I guess
So you make.
yeah, an
Right.
unarmed strike attack. Obviously, there's not
Alright.
going to be any damage exchanged here.
All right.
And I'm just going to be using their great axe, you know, thing. So, but it's not a great axe. It's obviously, you know, they're punching. Yeah, you get a solid first blow off on this guy.
Tell me the odds of rolling a 1 and then rolling a 20.
Huh?
I just rolled a 1 and it re-rolled into a 20.
That's fucking incredible.
Holy crap.
That's great. Yeah. So you smash him with a very devastating first blow. And he's going to try to punch you back
Nice one, Ross.
with a 19.
I mean, does that hit through my AC? Or
Does it hit through your AC?
no?
It's a punch. It's a fist.
Okay, I mean, it doesn't really hurt, I guess.
Oh, this one hits hard. And it doesn't seem like my punch phased him at all.
Wow, I must say, I'm impressed, Ross. Go on. Keep getting at him.
You're not the only one. Alright, let's go. And he's gonna throw another one. $11.
That one, he's able to duck out of the way of that one. And he's gonna throw another punch at you here with a 23 to hit.
Well, that definitely hits.
He smacks you upside the head. It's like, that's better.
Ooh, now that's what I expected.
Yeah.
Again. Wow.
Oh, you... Come on. Try harder. Stop ducking out of the way.
Okay. One more time. $12.
12? You gotta try harder than that to hit me. Let's see. Yeah, no, so this is just these weird back and forth between an orc and his halfling, just throwing punches at each other. This one's slippery, but he can hit hard. Also, I don't think you guys are standing out there in the forest, so I'm just gonna go ahead and move you over into the actual...
You know, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't realize that you populated the map. That's my bad.
Yeah, I didn't even see us for some reason. It was all the trees, I think.
I'm gonna nudge Heracles, and I'm gonna say, "Hey Heracles, could you stay here for a second? I'm gonna go ask around some of the orcs, see what's up with the chief."
Okay.
Okay. So, as this is all going on, you actually see the chief step out of his tent, and he looks around, and he's somewhat confused why there's some non-orcs here, but he sees you, Sir Thomas. It's like, my friend, my ally, and he'll come up to you and give you a big old bear hug.
I'm gonna tightly grip back, and I'm going to say, "Yes, Chief Ironlance, it's been too long. Oh. Many moons have passed since I've seen a friendly face like yours. Do you have a quick second? I have a few questions I need to ask you, sir."
Oh yes, of course. What is it you need?
It's regarding a neighboring village, West Rock, I believe it was called. It was burned down.
West Rock, you say? Well, West Rock is not one of ours, but we are not hostile with them.
Right. You can imagine my surprise whenever I heard a neighboring orc encampment in a village was burned. We were sent out to investigate and figured my allies and friends over here might know a few things that might be able to aid us in figuring out what happened with them.
Well, it was not of our work. We did not do such a thing.
Do you know of anyone who might have done such a thing? Or have you guys went over there anytime recently? We haven't personally went out there to see if we could find anything ourselves, but...
Well, again, it is not our concern what the orcs decide to do with their kingdom. That's the whole reason why we are independent as we are, to avoid such unnecessary complications.
I'm going to insight check him.
Okay.
24.
Yeah, he seems to be telling you the truth.
I'm gonna nod my head. I'm gonna say, "Thank you. Actually, I do have a follow-up question, if you don't mind. Have there been any, say, soldiers roaming about recently, or any other beings who might have gone bump in the night you might have recalled or heard of?"
Not that I've seen or witnessed. Since those devils have been driven out by you. And you, well, since you returned the spear, we have had no such disturbances.
Good. I'm happy to hear that, at least. Well, actually, there is another thing I may inquire of you. We were recently told of some trials that are happening north of here, further up. Trials of strength or something like that. Have you heard of them?
Oh, you speak of Siandu.
Yes, I do believe.
It is the trials of the greatest warriors to ever exist. To go there is a trek in and of itself. The dangers of the mountain cannot be understated. Last I've heard...
Would you have any helpful advice?
Well, go there expecting to be cold. Oh, that took a turn that I didn't expect. That's fine.
I welcome it. Right. I apologize there, Chieftain. I feel as if I may have interrupted you. You were saying last you heard of something?
Last I heard, a silver dragon has taken its perch upon the peak.
Oh goodness, that is, questionable news. Do you personally know of this dragon, or just know it was there?
I do not know the nature of this dragon. I just know that it's present.
Any possible advice for possibly having to deal with the dragon, then? Should things turn sour?
Well, I suppose if you leave it alone and you're not hostile towards it, it should be fine.
Good to know. Thank you, again. Sir Thomas is gonna outstretch his hand to try to, grip strongly and say, "It has been a pleasure in your company, men, again. If you would be so kind, may we stay here for another, say, hour or two, get our bearings before we try to regroup with our fellow comrades?"
Of course, you can stay. Partake of the feast.
Thank you. We are much honored to be in your company again, Chief Ironlance.
Yes, indeed. And for your friends, may we immortalize them as part of our tribe.
Yes, of course. I see. That is a very high honor for them.
If they are your allies, they are our allies.
I am ever so appreciative of that fact, sir. Thank you. I'll go let them know. And Sir Thomas is gonna kind of go back to where Ross is getting beat up by an orc.
Who says he's
Tell
the
me
one
how's
getting
that
beat
scene
up?
looking.
I'd say that Ross has taken his arms out of the top portion of his robes, and he's bare chested, and his silvery scales are showing, and he's still trading blows with this orc.
Very cool.
I must say, I am quite impressed with you. Wow, I would never expect that from you, Ross. You continue to surprise me.
Surprised myself
How did
too.
things go?
Yeah, how did things go?
Well, they did not know much about the neighboring tribe. These orcs are independent of them, so they know not of anybody who might have done such a thing. All I know is that they were not the ones who caused it. It would probably be safer if we go investigate it ourselves. However, they have invited us over for a feast. We are more than welcome to participate, of course, and they are also willing to invite you in as one of their own to honor you as my allies. As the chieftain said, any allies of mine are part of the tribe as well.
Sounds interesting.
Well, come then.
Do we have to do anything?
Well, we have to be present. I'm certain the chieftain would like to speak with you all. Come, let's go talk with him.
Okay.
And as Sir Thomas is kind of leading the way, he's going to kind of pull Ross aside and he's going to whisper in his ear, There was a silver dragon at the top of the peak. Not sure if you need to know, but you and Garathon are the closest related to that.
Ross kind of bites his tongue and slowly nods his head. Thank you.
We can discuss it more later.
Yes.
But come. There is a feast, and you all must be honored. Let's go partake.
All right. And as the night gives way to orcish dancing, singing, music, the shamans come out. Like, I know there's not a whole lot of character tokens out there, but shamans come out. Various magics are performed, and they sit you down and they begin to regale you with tales of the mighty Droomboot. The one that united the tribes. And it seems as though they are performing a ritual to that end. I don't know how many of you speak Orcish, but I imagine Sir Thomas is relaying as much of this as possible, but the idea is that they are imbuing you with the warrior spirit to become part of their tribe.
It is quite ceremonious. They're imbuing you with their spirit to become part of their tribe. It's quite breathtaking, I must say, he says, wiping away a tear.
That sounds interesting, I guess.
Yeah, I've never been part of something like this before. It's a sight to behold for sure. For certain.
Don't mind me, I'm just doing something right now.
Alright.
While this whole little circle is going on, do I notice anything strange around any of these orcs? Because I have a feeling that one of these orcs might know something specifically.
So you're asking if the orcs know anything specifically, or if they seem to be giving off
Something to that nature, or are any of them acting suspicious or like out of character for what an orc normally would?
I guess go ahead and roll insight.
I got a nat 1.
Yeah, sorry. You probably don't notice anything.
I am way too hungry right now.
Okay.
Does it feel like magic?
It does feel like magic.
Can I ascertain what kind of magic it is?
Sure, go ahead and roll Arcana.
Fire. 14.
Okay. You're not quite sure what the exact nature of this magic is, but what you do see is that the flames that that they're dancing around, they're throwing powders and salts into the fire, and it's producing some sort of it's producing illusions for you. So you can probably imagine it is some sort of illusion magic, but you're not quite sure what it's meant to accomplish. But the further into the night you go, you begin to start, your vision gets heavy, you start to fall asleep. And after you fall asleep, you begin to see visions of mighty conquests that the orcs have taken in the past. And the next morning, you wake with the inspiration as you feel you are filled with this courage and pride of being a member of this tribe.
Alright. Well, that's coming at the perfect time, I'd say. So, Sir Thomas, you've been part of this tribe for how long?
Well, quite frankly, as soon as I joined the group. Originally, it was I, Malia, Raven. There was also a dwarf, a I can't remember. He looked honestly more like a traveling priest trying to sell his religion. And a little, raven man. Kenku, I believe. Originally, we were all here, and we were all trying to find the spear. We had this whole shiny rock we had to go destroy in order to go get the spear. We got the blessing. It was a whole thing, and it was quite swell. Yeah. And you're gonna see him kind of wander off in thought as he kind of goes from a happy face to kind of more sour. And his words kind of trail off.
Yeah, I can understand. I wonder what Molly is doing at a time like this.
I only hope the festivities are as grand as this. And Sir Thomas's face is gonna drop a little bit, and that she's dealing with Phelan. She isn't getting played at all.
Hmm?
Oh, I don't trust him in the slightest. I make that known. I'm more than willing to help him if it helps you out, you all. And his face is gonna go a little bit from like smug to very serious, and he's gonna say, that man views me as an abomination. And the only people who ever get to know me as that are the same people who I do not want around. Not to say I want him dead, but to say I'm very confused and concerned why he wanted or thought I might die.
Well, I don't have any say because I have no idea who this person you're talking about is.
Haven't we seen him once or twice?
Yeah, you have. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I suppose, but that doesn't mean I know the guy.
That's fair. He kind of seemed like a stuck-up know-it-all, basically. But, you know, I'm sure he's different if you really get to know him.
I believe I have. However, do not make me pollute your opinion of him. I have my own.
Can I ask you a question, Sir Thomas?
Go right on ahead.
Why is this group called the Ravens?
The Ravens? What do you mean?
Like, I've heard you guys call each other Ravens or something like that.
Nevermore.
Nevermore,
Yes.
that's right.
He's gonna chuckle
Never
a little bit,
what?
and he's gonna say, the Nevermore. I actually rather call myself Sir Thomas Nevermore. It's been a bit lost on me as of recent, but originally it was a group name. Actually found it here. Believe it or not, we're the Nevermores. Give each other a group identity, in a sense. A group unit. Unbreakable. And then his face is gonna fall a little bit again. He's gonna say, and the dwarf left. And then the traveling religion seller. Then Nick. Then Raven died. I'm sorry.
It's fine. It's
Alright. Go ahead.
very difficult to lose people.
Yeah. To be honest with you, you lots are the only ones I really have in this world anymore. And you could see like tears starting to well up in his eyes, going through many flushes of emotions as he says, I would gladly give my life for you in a heartbeat. Know that. You are my family. And he's gonna raise up a cup and he's gonna say, to that I say, welcome, new Nevermores. Don't worry, we can introduce Cesar later. But for now, all of you may bask in the glories of being joined in my accompaniment tonight and forevermore as the Nevermores.
Yeah. He raises his cup as well.
Thank you, Sir Thomas.
He's gonna nod. Go ahead.
I don't know if we've really talked about things since Goliath or Raven disappeared. I know we've got a lot going on, but have you guys ever had a moment to stop and mourn?
To be honest with you, Ross, I feel as if I might have mourned her before she left, before we didn't see her again. I only wish we could have given her proper burial before she turned into whatever that was.
I think she was fused with a tree. It is a shame.
Truly. You know, maybe for a lot like us, we won't probably have time to mourn. Maybe carrying on in spite of the losses is what makes us mourn. And maybe that's the only memory we need.
Right. Continuing the fight.
Not just that, Ross. To live. I mean, look around. He's gonna motion on to the festivities, the magic, and everything. He's gonna say, they happily live. They don't know of our grander story, I don't think. But they all live. When one of them dies, they mourn and they move on. Not just with the good fights, but with this. The feast, the magics, the happiness, the joy. Life isn't just about fighting. It's about living. I only fear that in our accompaniment in our work, we may forget that. I wish not to. And for Raven, I think I'll just keep making bread, and that'll be my way of remembering.
I didn't know that's why you did that. But I hope you do. I really enjoy your bread.
I initially wanted to make bread one day. And then, you know, she had a book, no idea what it was. One day I found it. I can't remember, but I could have sworn there was a book about making bread. And I could have sworn, and don't quote me on this because I can't remember it quite well, but I could have sworn she wanted to make some herself. Just to spite me. Would have been a hilarious idea. But I'm unsure. But I like to think that's a reason to remember. And reason to keep on living. They find them within you. No, randomly they fester up. I only hope that we keep finding these reasons.
Yeah, I agree. Well, I guess enough of the sad talks, I guess. How do you think Molly is doing? And Seth, sorry, of course.
Honestly, I think Heracles can tell us. I'm not sure what my mind might conjure up. Heracles, what do you think?
Oh, well, I trust them. So they're probably doing well.
Hard cut over to Sethazar and Malia, currently faced at a very bad scene.
All right.
Yes, I'm more than certain they are doing quite well.
Every time you guys said, I wonder how they're doing, I had one of those Mission Impossible scenes. Doo-doo-doo.
All right.
Exactly.
That's what my brain
So
was
Malia
doing.
and Sethazar, you approach this location. You see a massive stone wall that seems to be overgrowing with various bushes, you know, around the edges. I put you as close as you currently are to the gates because, you know, obviously the map's a certain size. But there appear to be two guards standing in front of the gate. Various
Okay.
various flowers bloom. Decorative, plant-based manor, walled off.
I don't think going through the front door is the way to aid this mission. I think Malia's gonna look for, you know, an alternate way to get past the wall without having to get past the guards.
Okay. As you navigate around the different sides, the walls appear to be about 15 to 20 feet tall, and all except for the front, all overgrown with these plants.
What kind of plants are they?
They look to be like more decorative ivy/flowers.
Okay. Well, they're ivy. She's gonna look for a nice, sort of secluded place along the wall that might be thick with ivy to see if she can, maybe with Celthazar help, climb up the wall using the ivy to just get a look over the walls.
Okay. Which section are you trying to look? Yeah, you can go. I gave you some option. Plenty of options.
Let's I'll put my token on the left side. Go
Alright.
from the left side first.
Okay. You're able to see into what looks to be a kitchenette area from here. It looks like as though this turns into a walkway that seems to extend around the whole property. You see various awnings that pitch up where the windows might be. And you see a good stack of trees that seem to be very decorative.
Nice.
And
She'll
then
sort of.
oh, sorry. And then you do see a bit of pluming smoke emanating from right here, like through the roof.
Okay. Since it doesn't look like she'll wait a beat just to see if there's a patrol of guards up and down this area.
From what you can tell, it doesn't seem like there's many people patrolling. Like, this is a rather secluded area, so I don't think they're not as from what you could imagine, they're probably not as concerned with major invaders here.
Okay. So sort of nod at Cesar and proceed to climb up and over and drop down the other side if she can.
Okay.
I'll try to give her a boost up to help her get a little higher on the wall.
Obviously I'm going to ask for a stealth check. I don't imagine you're going to have any issues passing it.
That's a 20.
Yeah, you won't have any issues. Let's see, what are these guys' new passive perceptions? Yeah, no, you're fine. Yeah, so you guys seem to be able to navigate through here rather stealthily.
Nice.
All right, so where would you like to go? Because I gotta erase stuff as you take a gander at things.
So is this like a window into a patio that we're seeing?
Yeah, so it's a window that goes into the mansion itself.
Okay, she's sliding up to the window to sort of look into this room.
Right.
Okay.
You
Couple
see
servants.
various servants preparing food, and one guy that seems to be coming up out of a basement. You can probably wager that the basement below is where the servants kind of live.
Well, that's good to know in case we need to pose as servants. But I am looking for her study, so I'm going to go down to the next window.
Okay. As you go to this window, you see a long, elaborate dining hall that has a single guard inside, as well as a couple servants setting a table up for dinner.
And the room that was emitting smoke seems to be between the two, hey?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to guess that her study is more than likely in that room.
Yeah. The question is, which way do we want? Do we want to see if there's another room that we can get into without servants or guards in it to make it easier on ourselves?
Yeah, let's continue stealthily around the back and then just, peek in windows as we go along.
Okay.
Extra careful around this window with the guard. Try to get to this window over here.
Okay. So as you peer in, this looks to be more of a bedroom, and you see a noblewoman, you can imagine as Lady Callian, reading a book, with a servant standing, at her aid.
Well, found the lady herself. We'll just go around the side, continue to be stealthy. Go up to this window up here.
Okay. You look in, and you see a study.
Aha! And it's empty.
Is this door right here closed? I'm assuming. If I can pin it. Why can't I pin it?
That one? This door is closed.
Thank you. Okay. I think this might be the best window to slip into and slip out of.
Is the window... Malia's going to investigate the window. Does it look like it's alarmed? Is it locked?
So for a lock... so let's see. Yeah, to see if it's locked, if you want mechanical traps and whatnot, you do investigation. For magical stuff, do Arcana.
Yeah, I'll leave the Arcana up to Zelthasar. I'll do the investigation.
Yeah, I'll check for Arcana.
22.
It seems as though the
25.
window itself is locked, and there is a magical spell on the window.
Shit.
What kind of magic is it?
Well, he only did Arcana, so it's just there is magic. There is magic on the window. So if you have detect magic or identify, that would be you could figure it out with either of those spells.
Detect magic and identify, but it's a ritual, so it'll take me 10 minutes.
Well, but even if it's a ritual spell, can't you just cast it as a spell using a spell slot, and it doesn't take 10 minutes?
Not identify. I can detect magic, so I'll just do that.
Yeah, let's get detect magic up and running, because that will at least help us. From
All right. So the hang on.
Jesus. That was such a pain to cast.
So it is a abjuration spell.
More than likely alarm.
Hmm.
And
Can
if it,
is there another window on this top corner at all?
You can go around the corner and see.
I'll peek my
No.
head around the corner to see if there's any guards up there before I go around the corner.
Okay. All right. You see another set of trees, and when you look across, you see 2 guards standing watch at the main door, and there are 2 fountains, and yes, that second window.
Yeah, she'll shake her head at Salazar and come back to this window because there's. It's gonna be pretty. Her stealth is pretty good, but it's gonna be pretty obvious if she goes to that window.
Well, I was just trying to see if we could see what's on these desks through the windows to figure out which one we can break in and out of faster to grab what we need.
Salazar, from what you know, if it is something like an alarm spell, it's only actual physical intrusion that breaks it, correct?
Should be, yes. I don't. If opening the window doesn't do it, I think crossing the boundary will.
But if we magically cross the boundary, would that set that off from your knowledge of this spell?
I don't know off the top of my head. If it's arcane genesis, it could be different.
Well, I have no, like, I can pick a lock, but I can't remove a spell from this window. I do have the ability to magically teleport myself into the study. But if that sets off the alarm, they're going to know immediately.
What we could do is go to another window on the opposite side. I can activate that one. And then you break through this one and kind of do a double, because I don't have a way to dispel the magic per se.
Well, if you're wanting to create a distraction, why not go through the front door so they're not looking for additional thieves? Like if you're
I could also
breaking
do
another
that.
if you're breaking another window, they're just going to think there might be another thief on the property.
That is true. I could try coming through the front gate and seeing what happens. See if I can get inside and potentially open the window for you.
Well, I think it's could be pretty suspicious if you asked to go in her study either way.
True.
Hey, even though you don't have the ability to dispel magic, though, we could use Arcane Genesis to dispel the magic.
We could.
If you wanted to give it an opportunity, I am more than willing to teleport in. I just didn't want to risk the alarm spell going off if I did.
Yeah, I would be willing to give it a try. I don't know how well it will go, but I will give it a try. If you can help guide me through the process.
Yes. The importance with Arcane Genesis is to focus on your intent and what you want the spell to do. If you focus on how you want to bend the weave and how precise you want it to be, we don't want every window in this mansion. We just want this window.
Got it. So I'll sit down with my back kind of to the bushes, facing this one specific window, and kind of sit cross-legged and start trying to channel the energy to disarm this one spell, or sorry, dispel this one window of the abjuration magic that is on it, and not any other windows in the house.
So you do Arcane Genesis Dispel.
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. What level is Dispel Magic? I believe it's first.
It's a 3rd level.
Is it 3rd level?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, so go ahead and roll your 3 D100s. The first one is going to be how good your intent is as far as casting the spell. The second is going to be the level of potency of the spell itself. And the third is going to be the cost of the spell. So the first two numbers you want high, the third number you want low.
That's the first one.
Okay. So,
Nice.
it's going to do what you want it to. Okay. That's going to be up to my interpretation.
Oof. Jeez.
That's
Before,
good.
it's pretty low.
That's actually
that's
pretty
nice.
nice. So it's a 3rd level spell. So, you're going to take 3d10 force damage. So 25 force damage as this is your first experience with Arcane Genesis, and you're going to gain 3 arcane points. And you start seeing Sethasar start burning up as he's attempting to cast this. You do see the glass shimmer as the illusion begins to as the magic itself seems to break down.
She'll quickly, just so he doesn't make any sound because we're still trying to be stealthy, she'll embrace him and slip him a health potion. And sort of say, "Well done." And then she'll use her Shadeborn Trickster ability to teleport from the bushes into the study.
Okay. So as you look around the study, you can see more closely there are various scrolls, documents, papers, map, like there's a singular map of Drongard with lines, X's, dots. You're not quite sure what the connections specifically are, but you do see that on this map are various villages that seem to be circled or X'd out, or there's lots of interpretation to this map. You're not quite sure what the context is, though. And then, of course, there's scrolls, books scattered all over the place.
She knows exactly what she's looking for, and she's going to carefully look for those pieces of paper that she was told to look for, without disturbing, as best as she can, how scattered her desk is, because she doesn't want to make it look obvious that somebody was here.
Okay. Do you want to read any of this stuff? Or are you simply just looking for the one document?
I am looking for the one document, but if there is something that that I can make a notation of, extra knowledge is extra power in Malia's mind.
It seems as though the letters that you can see that are plainly visible involves a lot of correspondence between Lady Callian and Lady Songbird.
On any of the letters between the correspondence of them, is there any mention of our group?
No specific mention of your group that you can see. But for the thing you're looking for, go ahead and roll an investigation check.
Okay. Come on.
Oh, how much health did I get back from the potion?
It's going to be 2d4 plus 2.
I'm going to use my heroic inspiration that I haven't used in a long time to re-roll that because I rolled low.
Okay.
So,
That wasn't any better.
From your examinations, you're not able to find anything outright. You probably need a second set of eyes.
All right, I will. Because it's easier for me to unlock the window from this side, unlock the window, and get Salsazar in here to help me.
I'll like crawl through the window, still kind of in some pain from the arcane genesis,
Yep.
and come help her. My passive investigation is 18.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, with the passive investigation, it doesn't succeed off this check by itself.
Yeah. But that's
Alright.
if we give if we help each other, that a help action is like advantage on the roll. So, I could.
Yeah, you guys have
help
lots
you.
of times. Have lots of time. You know.
Does a 28 pass?
A 28 does pass. Actually, you look. You
That's
look.
fucking incredible.
You're
I'm so
looking
glad you
around
took
this
it.
desk, and you're running your hands along it, and you find a button that seems to be magically hidden away. You push the button, and a drawer pops out that also seems to be obscured by magic, and inside you see a couple of different scrolls and letters. One of them bearing the symbol of the seal of the Duke.
Malia will take the one that bears the seal of the Duke, because that's what she was told to look for.
Like, do we want to look at any of the rest of these before we leave? And try to see if we can find anything else out?
We
Do you
can.
recognize any of these other symbols?
We could definitely look, but I don't want to take too much that she knows that somebody was here.
Got it.
Oh yeah, especially of anything else that it was in that secret drawer that doesn't have the seal on it that I'm not taking. Malia will look through just to see what's there.
So the one that you're taking back is unsealed, but the rest of them appear to be sealed.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at it like, I'm just gonna close this drawer again and not break any of these seals.
Yeah, no, that would be evidence that somebody was here. I'm just going to do one more check of the desk and everything just to see if there's anything else that we're missing before we leave.
Yeah, I'll do the same.
Come on, I could get above a 10, I swear.
Sorry, what were you doing?
I'm just taking one more look of like the papers on the desk, like that map, anything that else I can note down, because like Malia has her own journal. So even if she has time to note down that map in her journal.
Yep. So you're able to note down the map. You're able to there's one particular bit of writing that you are able to catch, and it's Lady Callian is expressing disdain for certain other nobles. The name you're able to get. Oh, I didn't mean to close that. Closed my documents. The name you're able to catch is one Lord Veros.
Okay.
Let me go ahead and put the name in the...
Well, that was the Lord we had to deliver the supplies to.
No,
Right?
that was a a different one.
Okay.
I believe it was Lord Lord Grocer. That's what it was.
Oh, right. Yes,
Yeah.
that's correct.
So yeah, Lord Veros, expressing particular disdain for one Lord Veros, and
Okay.
the antagonism that is leading to war. And that is what you're able to gather from that particular note.
All right. Well, I think because I got the documents I was told to get, I don't want to disturb anything else because I don't want her to know we were even here. So, if I can open the window for you and you can go out, and then I'll close the window and use my magic so this room remains untouched.
Go out the window.
Okay.
Yeah, and Malia will close the window, make sure, look around to make sure it doesn't look like anybody has been in this room, that they haven't left any evidence that they were in the room. There's no muddy footprints or anything on the carpet or anything like that.
Okay. So yeah, so you're able to make sure that it stays nice and clean, and perfectly well maintained.
Yep. And then I'll use my Shadeborn Trickster ability to teleport out.
Okay.
And then once we're teleported out, we might as well climb the wall on this side to get out.
Get the fudge out of Dodge.
Yeah, for the space that was that you haven't seen, there's obviously the entry hall, and then there was just the kitchen, like
Okay.
the
So
fireplace.
the smoke was
Okay,
from
good.
the. I thought there was
Oh,
like a
thank
fireplace.
God.
They were
study.
cooking. They were cooking food. Cooking food.
I'm so glad we didn't try to go to the fireplace.
Yeah,
Because that was my first thought.
Yeah, I thought there was a fireplace in the study too, so I'm glad we went around.
So, in any case, you're able to make it away safely without causing any. From what you understand, there doesn't seem to have been any stir or disruption to the flow of events.
Awesome. We'll make it.
Yay.
We'll return to Stone Call, and then if the library's still open, Malia's going to head right to the library with her items that she was able to reclaim.
Okay. He's not there.
I will go to the library as well because I forgot I need to return my book.
Okay. So. Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
You deleted me. I was about
I
to
didn't
move
mean
you
to
the
do that.
library.
I was
Mission
trying to
was a
select
failure.
everybody. There we go.
Oh God.
So, are you going to read the letter because it's already open?
No, because she told them that she wouldn't. It's part of the deal.
But they wouldn't know you read it.
But I would.
True.
Okay, Sethazar, do you want to read it? Or will Malia not let him read it?
No, I don't want to read it because I don't know what it's even regarding. So I was just there to help.
I think it's information that if we did read, it might land us in trouble for knowing it. It's one of those. Yes, I know I don't know what's in the documents, and it might be useful information, but we're dealing with
It's going
powerful, we're dealing with powerful arch scribes, one of which I'm trying to impress. So I would rather just leave it unread. If he
Okay.
wants me to know the knowledge, he'll tell me.
All right.
Ooh, this is for an arch scribe. Can you ask him if I can view some tablets?
Well, why don't you come with me since you were instrumental in helping me obtain it?
Let me return my book first. I'm gonna return my book.
So yeah, making your way back through Stone Call, you're able to. Oh, I don't know why I made it. Duplicated you. You're able to make it back without, without any issues. Hang on.
It would be good to get another person's read off of Ketherick. I know Sir Thomas's opinion of him quite clearly.
I'm gonna walk up to the desk and be like, I'm here to return this book I checked out, and set it down on the desk.
I see. The late fee is 3 gold.
Okay, and I'll hand over 3 gold.
All right, very good. Now, should you need anything
Sorry
else?
about that.
Oh, it's fine. It's whatever. It happens.
I'm sure people don't bring back books they should.
Oftentimes they don't.
Malia still has time with her book, or did she get all the information from her dragon book that she was supposed to get?
I mean, all the information that I wanted to give you, I gave you.
Okay, then she'll return her book before it incurs the late fee too.
But
And we are expected to see Archscribe Ketherick Dallin.
are you now?
Yes.
Well, I suppose I'll just have to believe you.
She'll sort of nod and lead Salazar the way towards Ketherick's study.
Yep. And of course, his door is closed, as always.
She'll knock on the door.
And it's like, enter, enter.
She'll enter.
And you'll see,
Follow behind.
you'll see Setheric, in the room with Asarian Haleth. Ah, welcome in, Malia. And you are. He's going to look
This
at
is
you.
Salazar.
Sethazar. Yes, of course. It seems you've come a long way, haven't you?
I have unfortunately traveled a very long distance to get here.
Indeed. You are certainly not from this land, are you? You're not even from the Richial Dominion either. Interesting.
No, I am not.
And he's going to look at you and look at the scars you've incurred from Arcane Genesis. I suppose it didn't take you long to try to dabble in our magics, have you? Were you spurred on by some of your allies?
No, I was not. I did it to better benefit a cause that I saw just.
He's quite insistent to make sure he gains any knowledge or information since coming to our lands. It was one of the things that I caught of his interest quite early. That's why I encouraged him to join us in our adventures, and he has been extremely useful.
Indeed. Now, I take it you've acquired what I've asked you to acquire.
Yes, we have.
Excellent.
She'll come over to the desk and hold out the documentation that they had taken.
He'll do his best to cover up the seal so Asarian doesn't see it.
Knowing that Asterian's not supposed to see it. Valia will do her part with her +15 to sleight of hand to make sure that Astarian doesn't even know what's going on.
And Assyrian says, well, anyway, back to what I was saying. Now, imagine if we had a cup inside of a cup inside of another cup. Like a seemingly Havernos nesting doll set of cups, right? And you fill one cup, that overflows into the second cup and into the third cup, and you just have this never-ending vast basin of water. And Setheric will kind of look at Isarian and look at you two. What do you guys think of that idea? What kind of practical applications do you believe that might hold?
Not many, because once you remove the bottom cup or the top cup, then you lose either the water or the last thing holding it in place, and then it just goes everywhere.
And what do you think, Malia? Surely you could see some pragmatic use for such an item.
One does have to be careful not to let their cup overfloweth. Now,
Now, as one that takes a hobby with various combinations of liquids, I should say, you don't see the appeal in something of that nature? He is, based off your passive insight, you know that he's alluding to your poison making.
well, it depends on how small the cups are. Sometimes the best uses of some liquids are that they're not visible to the eye.
And Saren's gonna start thinking about this. Yes, certainly. So if you want like a very specific combination, you could certainly create, specific sizes of these cups, right? You would know exactly what to enchant the small cup with, and that way you could get very consistent, liquid on the tail end of everything.
I have to wonder, Sarian, if you can enchant a cup with that sort of ever-flowing liquid. Could you enchant a shaft of an arrow with it?
I don't see why not. But the thing is, if you want to have a never-ending, well of a liquid versus an arrow that you use once, and then it's gone forever, I think the cup is better, in my opinion.
Well, then why not make it the strings so when you notch your arrow upon it, it pulls the liquid from the string and onto the arrows, so you have an ever-ending supply on your arrows.
I suppose that could be done. It would require certain levels of finesse, but it's restricted to just that bow, then. What I'm suggesting is that it's something that could be applied to everything else, which I get... At this point, I realize that you're talking about poisons. I was more referring to various alcohol, but I suppose it would work for poisons, too.
That's my cup of tea.
Well, I suppose it could be for cups of tea, too. I have a whole lot of things to think about. Thank you, Setheric. This has been a very enlightening conversation. He's going to stand up, and as he stands up, he's going to put on his 7 spectacles, and he's going to tip his wizard hat, and he's going to kind of rush out of the room excitedly.
Well, now he has several more projects to amuse himself with.
That sounds more like a creepy haunted house music and not what I was going for. So, yes, in any case, I do appreciate your cooperation, and I presume you didn't read the contents.
Of course not.
Good, good. Now, as far as the Feywild is concerned, I suppose we could make the arrangement that we have discussed prior.
Excellent.
I will send out a messenger to the Queen for the particulars of the transportation. I imagine I will call upon you for its direct transportation, and of course, and it goes without saying, do not attempt to use the spell contained within the what we send you with.
Might we be able to request someone from the scribes to accompany us to make sure it is used properly?
We will brief the Queen on its use. Given its sensitive nature, the only scribes that would have such knowledge of its use are myself and the 4 other archscribes, and suffice it to say, we are quite indisposed as of late.
Of course.
Okay, this is way too intense for what I want. But that's okay. I don't know how the title of that song is Whispers Between the Stacks, but, you know, whatever, it's fine. In any case, where I was, you know. So, we will make proper arrangements for you to take it with you. You will go promptly to the Queen and deliver it to her, and ensure that only she is the one that handles it. Is that understood?
Clearly.
Excellent. Now, if there's nothing else, I do have some business to attend to.
Is there by chance a way I could see a tablet, and I'll pull out my tablet and show it to him and be like, I was told by another arch scribe that you guys have stuff of similar origins, per se?
I suppose we could make that arrangement. He's gonna look at your tablet. Is there a particular topic you are in need of? I can do my part to acquire it and have it ready for your perusal.
Anything with the Leviathans or snake gods? Anything along those lines?
It's a rather broad subject. Is there any particular subcategory you're searching for? Subtopic? The more specific you are, the more helpful I can be.
Something with Dendar or yeah, let's just go with Dendar or the constricting torment per se. Actually, that would be the preferable option.
Vamilna,
Yes.
of course. I can make that happen. Grant you the particulars.
That would be very much appreciated.
Well, I trust you will see yourself out.
Indeed.
Yep.
We'll see each other again when we receive the summons.
I suppose, what are your current objectives?
We are going to meet with the rest of our group to take a trial that we were told about in the mountains.
Oh? And what trial might that be?
A trial of strength, I believe. What is
Something like that. I don't remember what it was called.
It's more than just strength. I had another interest in the mountains that kept me a little distracted, but Azara told us about it after we were able to obtain her orb.
Indeed. I suppose you're speaking of Siandu.
Yes, that is it. Thank you.
Many individuals have climbed that mountain and have not returned. If you do go, be prepared. I suppose you've heard those words many times, but it cannot be understated just how dangerous that peak is.
We are trying to be as prepared as possible. And we were told that the tomb was quite dangerous, with a few groups not returning from there, but we've been successful. We've met many other challenges quite successfully and reliably.
Of course. I have faith that you will succeed. When you return, or if you wish to go to the Feywild first, we could certainly arrange for that. Depending on what you wish to do.
Until the lady herself tells me I'm able to return to the Feywild, as much as I wish to go to attend the festival and see my family, it is best that we resolve the issue on hand first.
Well, if you are escorting the scroll that I provide, I suppose that she will be waiting for that specific one.
Indeed. Yes, we do want to return the balance to the Feywild. That is one of many things that is on our list to do.
Well, I wish you luck. And I look forward to hearing of your success.
Just a shame. I'm sure you would have enjoyed the festival if you were able to attend.
Given all the goings on, it's one thing that I regret having to miss. But I will live vicariously through your experiences. And he'll give you a smile.
When we reconnect with our group, I will tell them that if they wish to go into the Feywild first before heading up the mountain, that we can immediately do so.
Of course. Fare thee well, Malia and Sathazar.
It was a pleasure.
Always a pleasure. Thorathic, once we'll see you again. And she'll sort of turn and head out.
And he'll return back to whatever he was writing on.
Slide out behind Malia and close the door behind me.
Yeah, she's pretty quiet and stoic while they're in the library, but once we're outside of the library, she'll just shake her head a little.
There's something off about him, and I don't know how to put my finger on it. He makes things feel off, and it makes me uncomfortable.
Yes, I'm starting to get the feeling that I'm still a pawn on his board. Nothing more.
I could feel that.
But I do not regret getting those papers. I do not regret not reading the material within. A pawn is awfully disposable if they have information they're not supposed to have.
That is true.
I don't care to admit it to the others, especially Sir Thomas, knowing his feelings on that man, but there was a time when there was just something quite attractive to him, about him.
The lure of mystery, I guess you could say.
Perhaps, but I have done so many things for him, requested by him. And I don't feel that my position has changed in his eyes.
Yeah, I guess it's one of the things only time will tell, and the more I can help you in any way, I will be glad to help.
Sometimes I feel a little naive in a way. I guess it's unfortunate I never had any instruction or dealings with how to deal with someone you're attracted to. Mother made it easy on herself. She just enchanted anybody that came near her.
Yeah, that would definitely make it challenging to be able to truly find what your heart may desire with no previous experiences.
Perhaps I've been desiring the wrong type of people then.
Unfortunately, that is something we all do at some point in life, and we have to learn from those mistakes.
Indeed. Well, we should reconnect with the others, see where our paths
good.
take us next.
Alright.
Like that idea.
So you go back to the morning song. No, not morning song. Wrong one. Westerian estate. And you guys wait for your second day is quiet and uneventful, and then your third day. At the end of the third day, the party finally returns.
I'm assuming we take a long rest in there at some point.
Oh yeah.
All right. I want my health back.
Okay, so yeah, your
Well,
your
and not
arcane
only-
score will go down by 2 after everything is said and done.
Yeah.
Okay,
because,
cool.
It goes down by 1 every day you're resting and not using it.
The button, people.
Hit the
Oh.
button.
Go ahead.
You go ahead.
I was gonna say is if by the time we get back, if Sithar has any of the scarring left from Arcane Genesis.
Yeah, he still has a little bit left.
Okay. And would Ross notice it?
Oh yeah, it's pretty obvious.
Okay.
Would Sir Thomas notice it? Given his track record?
Again, it's incredibly obvious.
I only say because I don't notice with Gareth on.
I guess you don't notice then.
Well, yeah,
just a
Garethon's a
Garethon
special
thing.
exception.
Yeah, exactly.
Because he channels his
okay.
magic through his tattoos, so the scars would
Yep.
occur through his tattoos.
Got you, okay, got you.
How did everything go?
We were able to retrieve what we were asked to retrieve. My expectations were correct. It did help bolster our respect among the archscribes, and they will make contact with Queen Titania with instructions on how to use the item requested, and anytime we are ready to transport that item into the Feywild, we can just go to the Grand Library and start that.
Good. I'm very happy that we'll be able to solve that.
Cesar had the same sort of feeling that you did about Kethrix.
Sir Thomas's eyebrow is gonna raise. Oh. Was there anything in your meeting in that room that you may wish to mention?
He just has a weird energy about him that he's always planning something or trying to get something over on someone. I don't know exactly what it is, but there's something about him that makes me uncomfortable.
Yes, you're quite right in that. I've much gotten the same, but don't let me sour your expectations of the man. Is there anything else to the conversation in general in that room I might need to know about, or possibly in the time in your manor?
I did see some letters between the Lady Callan and Lady Songbird, but we tried not to disturb any of the information on her desk, not to alert her that we were there. She had a map that had a lot of notations on it. Maybe when Garethon's feeling a little better, he could take a look at my sketch. I'm not one for cartography or knowing what the marks would mean.
Right. Good idea. Was there anybody else in the room whenever you spoke with Cethric, or were there any other papers you saw?
The papers were in Lady Callan's study. They weren't in Kethric's study. We were returning them to Kethric on his request. When we went into his office, Isarion was there, and there was a brief conversation about putting an endless flow of liquid in cups and cups upon cups upon cups. You know how Isarion it gets sometimes when he gets a certain spell in mind. Sometimes it's a little confusing what he's trying to create. But I'm not well versed in the arcane main, so perhaps I was missing the purpose of it.
Sir Thomas is gonna lean in a little bit and he's gonna say, Are you implying he's wishing to create an infinite water source or something like that?
Well, he said he was more thinking of creating something for alcohol, but because
But in
Ketherick,
alcohol?
yes, well, because when Ketherick asked me my opinion on it, and we got talking about how it could be used for poisons, the Syrian did clarify he did want to use it for alcohol.
Sir Thomas is gonna stew on that, and he's gonna rub his beard. And someone's gonna click in his eyes, and he's gonna say, "That's what I needed. Thank you for that little bit." Well, in any case, thank you very much for that. I'm certain you'd love to hear about our trek in the mountains.
Were you able to gain any information?
Not much, if any at all. The chieftain knew not of them. They were not of their tribe. They only knew that someone burned them down. I asked if there were any possible uglies that go bump in the night or anything like that. He only said after we took care of the demons from the stone, nothing else was there since they got back to Spear. I couldn't glean that they were lying about anything either.
Well,
I think it's better if we try to go.
they consider us part of their tribe. I don't think they would lie to you directly.
Not so much that, but you remember the orc we had to deal with before? The one who was boasting about how he fought a bear or whatever. I had a little slight suspicion that one of them might be possibly not of their own, but they all seem to get along just fine. I asked him also about the trials, and he said that we need to be very careful, that they're very intense, and that... Oh! There was a silver dragon lying at the peak. I'm certain once Garethon's better, he'll be able to speak more about that, or inform Ross here. Yeah. Other than that, though, we just talked by the fire, we had a feast, and he's gonna wave over to Ross, Garethon, Heracles, and now Seth Sar as well. He's gonna say, "You're looking at the newest members of the Nevermores." We had a
They
little
were
conversation,
always
and
members of the Nevermores.
but not ever officially indicted into it, if that makes any sense. So I raised up a toast, and it feels a little bit more professional and official now, to me at least.
Yeah, I never knew why you guys called each other that. So
When
nice
when
to know.
we the original group when we first formed, there was a lot of Raven iconology between the five of us. So we called ourselves the Nevermores after that tale of the Raven and Nevermore.
Yeah, Sir Thomas was explaining that, and it's I don't want to say cute, but it's charming to hear and warming that you guys found common ground amongst different people from different places.
Yes, but it seems to me that there's less Raven connections and more dragon and infernal connections these days.
You're right about that, but the meaning of the symbolism didn't matter. We're a group now, and with the official doctrination, as I do declare, Sir Thomas Nevermore, you know, feels a bit better on my mind. Now, if you all will excuse me, I have a few things I must see to. And he's gonna go walk off.
What are we? Okay. What does he have to see to?
That's a good question. What are you going to go see
I don't
to?
know.
Cool things.
My first question, DM, the things I typed to you, I didn't get a response, was also at like 10 at night. Is that something you were willing to do, yes or no?
You would need to flesh it out more, specifically, because right now it's a bit too generic.
I get that, yeah. I'm trying to work down the specifications of it. But my thing is, this would be the start. I'm not going to have it together anytime soon, but this would be the start of me trying to put that together, if that makes any sense.
Okay. Yeah, you could certainly go speak with the Sarian if you want something like that, or you could try to talk to other people.
I will, in fact. The mage we have an orb about, yes. But first, he's going to go ahead and check his little flask, his little, his amulet of drunken swang. And my one question is, would it be possible to make that an infinite brew? Can I look at this and investigate this and try to see if that's possible?
It's
and try to change it.
It's certainly possible, depending on what cost you're willing to pay.
Sir Thomas is going to make a note of that. He's going to write it down his notes, and he's going to stash the little amulet drunken swang with the notes, and he's going to come back to the group and say, "All right, well, I am quite finished. I would simply wish to speak to the mage in our orb at some point, but I am all ready."
Alura?
Yes, thank you. I completely forget the name sometimes, I'm going to be quite honest.
It might be best if you remember her name before you talk to her.
Yeah.
Where are we going? Are we going to the mountains?
I guess that's our next stop.
To me, that makes the most sense. At least as long as everyone else is on board, we have the equipment, we all have winter clothes, I even have this cozy blanket. I mean, why not?
All right.
We also have some of the red crystals.
Yes, I have 2 of them on me.
Yeah, I think we're prepared as much as we can be.
I will be making an effort to try to go back to the place nobody wants to go when we head that way.
Okay.
All right.
All I ask is, when you do, let us know. Because I'm going to be
I'm
quite
letting
frank, that
you
place
know.
seems very suspicious. And I would like at least if someone could stand at the doorway in case. Who knows
That's
what
the-
might be in there.
But that's the thing. Everything we've been told about that place, even if somebody goes with me, we don't know if they'll stay with me.
I think they said it's different for everyone.
And we have these rings now. I mean, it should be... We can communicate at least. Not that...
As long
I
as the
know-
passageway doesn't block it.
That's true.
But you're right.
Ross is gonna look over at Szethar and note his scarring and say to him, "So you did it."
Yes, and while it was interesting, it was not as fun as my normal magic. The amount of pain that it takes is not sure it's worth the price. In some instances, like ours, I would say it is, but in normal situations, I would have to disagree.
Certainly not. I'm sure you could find a spell scroll, but sometimes you just don't have those kind of resources.
That is true.
So tell me how you did it.
Just channeled and tried to dispel some abjuration magic on a window to let us sneak into the facility or the house that we were getting into.
Okay, yeah.
Something
Sounds-
simple, but was not fun. It took a lot out of me.
Yeah, I'm sure it saved you some pain and troubles with whoever placed that abjuration ward on the window.
That is true.
Yes, I wasn't sure if teleporting past the window would set off the alarm, and I wanted our presence there not to be noticed at all. So I'm very grateful to him being willing to cast that.
And I am
glad it
thankful
went
you
well.
had a healing potion.
Well, I have a whole bunch of healing potions, so anytime.
Yeah, but good thinking on that front.
Yeah, I'm just glad we were able to get in and out without ever being noticed.
Yeah, me too. So I guess you guys were waiting here for us. I mean, it seemed to go well.
Yes.
Oh.
Well,
Everything.
That reminds me. I have a potion of invisibility. That probably would have helped out.
well, it wasn't a very guarded place, and Cesar and myself were kept to the edges of the walls. There was a lot of ivy against the walls, and we were never spotted, so we were the right people for the job. So, but do keep it in case. I'm sure it will still have a use.
Maybe beneficial in the
Ooh.
future.
If you guys ever need to sneak somewhere, just tell me and I'll give you the invisibility potion then.
I didn't even have to call upon my ability to draw shadows to us. We worked really well together.
It was a good first solo mission for the two of us.
Well, I'm glad.
Well, let's head out and go back towards the mountains.
It is currently nighttime.
All right, let's have
After
a
we
sleep.
sleep.
Then.
Yes, let us all go back to Dreamland. Maybe we'll go see that woman again.
In your dreams.
Hopefully not.
Exactly.
We'll see, we'll see.
Well, so yeah, you guys get a long rest. I know this is a bit of a shorter session, but I think this is a good place to stop while we, don't have, someone here.
All
So, unless you guys want to continue and try to do stuff, but I think it's a good place to stop.
Well, I don't know
The
how
only
much
thing-
of the place nobody wants to go we could do without interrupting the rest of the mountain mission.
You know what? Yeah, we could, if you guys want to do just that, we could certainly do that. So you guys venture off into the, the next morning. Do you guys want to pick up any gear, any potions, any stuff from the market at all?
You keep hinting at this, so I'm gonna buy like 10 health potions.
Okay, well that'll be 20 gold.
Yeah, I'll also buy
I'll
10 health potions.
Then
I'll
20
do the
gold.
same, but first I'm gonna ask Malia for 20 gold because I'm broke.
She'll give you 20 gold.
Shouldn't be.
Well, no, because I didn't get any gold from last journey because I didn't add to my character's player sheet.
You know what I neglected to do? Sethric neglected to pay you guys. He was supposed to pay, so he's gonna give Molly a 500 gold for your assistance. By the way, in hindsight, I probably should have paid you. So yeah, 500 gold. In retrospect,
All right.
Okay.
Well,
he's not a cheapo. He doesn't expect you to work for free.
well, she did make a request from him, so I was assuming that her request was in the back order, but that's okay. 500 gold. There's not really 5 of us anymore.
Yeah, I know.
So Thomas will take
there's
like
7,
the less amount.
which is an awkward number. But you
Well,
can.
I mean, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, the rest of us didn't really help you on your mission. Only you two went. So, I mean, the
Well,
Garathon and Sir Thomas didn't get paid for the caravan escort mission. So,
all right. Well, then we'll keep things fair. Then, if Malia and Cethazar take 250 each, then if we ever get gold for solving the Westrook thing, you guys will get the majority of the gold from that because you did the work.
I suppose
So
that's fair.
I was just trying to be fair. That's all.
Oh, no, I like that. I like having money, and then I'll give 20 gold to Sir Thomas so he can buy some health potions.
All right. So you guys buy your health potions,
Hmm.
and since we're going into the mountains, let me go ahead and switch over to the mountain music.
Mountain music.
So first of all, let me go ahead and do the Lockhorn range tunnels underneath. So you go in, you enter into the space. Going through the walkways, you note that the wall is still collapsed. You pass through for the full day journey, and you make it to this section. Let me go ahead and delete Josh Average Man here,
Nice.
as well as the carts, because these don't exist right now. Garathon and Sir Thomas. You look down this huge walkway. It is littered with plants of rich light blues and yellows. I'm gonna go ahead and attach Garathon, Sir Thomas, and Sister Maribel together here. Nope, didn't mean to do that. There we go.
Watch your step over here, guys. Somebody lost their breakfast right here. Sorry, Molly.
You see a frozen bit of breakfast.
Perfectly preserved.
Yep.
Quite interesting.
That's where I got sick after the doppelganger was out of my body. I don't know how you guys wanted to approach this. If you wanted to try to see what I saw, we could try to hold hands. We could try to go through together.
All right. He offers out a hand to Malia and a hand to Cethazar.
I'll take one hand. I'm gonna stand on the edge so I have one hand available to cast spells.
Yeah, I'll join hands.
Okay.
I want to be able to shoot Eldritch Blast if I need to.
Wait, do you have Eldritch Blast?
I do.
Okay. Well, all right. So anyway, let me go ahead and give this a pause. You guys hold hands as you walk through. Nope, wrong one. Here we go. This one. And then erase. Malia, here, these Garathon, Sister Maribel, Sir Thomas, Cethazar, and Ross. And you find yourself enter into a clearing. Let me go ahead and attach Garathon, Sister Maribel, and Sir Thomas. Here. Fog of War, Eraser, there we go.
I feel like those three always babysit each other anyway.
And you find yourself in a much larger space than what Malia originally described.
Oh shit.
Well, go ahead.
This is not what I originally was at, but might as well investigate the area.
Wonder if we could get Garethon to send Corvus out.
Yeah, Garethon would send Corvus out. He'd be like, Sir Thomas, I feel awake. I must help if I can. Garethon, please sleep. Corvus! And his little bird's gonna fly out, see if anything can happen. Tell me, what does he see?
He sees a whole lot of foggy area with glowing plant life between the fog.
I see fog and glowing plant life. What is this place? I don't know, Garethon. I think he might still be sleeping. No, it's weird.
It's a dream, Garethon. It's a dream.
Yeah, you know,
Oh,
whatever. I'll
rush.
just go ahead and reveal the whole thing. It's not like there's much, super important. But it's a veritable maze that seems to lead to several dead ends.
Can Sir Thomas, try to see if he can smart his way out of this? The best way I could describe it is Sir Thomas wants to see if he could possibly deduce the best way out of the maze by simply looking at the paths in front of him.
Are you smart enough for that?
Oof. That's cold.
Okay. So yeah, go ahead and roll intelligence. Yeah, the way out is where you came from.
Okay. Well, that settles it. Molly was seeing things.
I do an Arcana check to see if I can find a magical way out besides the way we came in.
Sure. You could certainly try.
And certainly fail.
Yeah, you are not able to discern a magical way out. It just seems to be the way you came. But you are able to tell this particular area is heavily magical.
Malia would like to look for mulberry bushes along the plant life.
Okay. Do a nature check.
$50.
You're able to spot the smallest mulberry bushes. They're not quite growing fruit, but it seems to form a trail, a line, to somewhere in this direction.
She'll start following the line. I don't know if I could just get past these
Yep.
bushes like that.
You wade through the various bushes. You have, sticky blue and yellow pollen just holding on to you. And you see in this particular area is a set of stones that seem to be formed in a circle, as well as some skeletal remains.
Check out the skeletal remains first.
Okay? They are dwarven.
Anything on their bodies?
Rusted weapons that have rusted away with time. Nothing of major value. It seems as though this poor soul has, got stuck and lost in here.
But there's a circle of stones.
Yes, there is a circle of stones.
She's gonna carefully step inside of the circle of stones.
Okay? Nothing seems to happen.
Is there anything on the stones itself?
Do an investigation check.
Can't roll for good on my investigation checks today. 14.
You're able to make out some Sylvan letters.
Okay. I can speak Sylvan.
So, the word you get that you're able to gather from this is the following.
Alright. Caldia. I don't know what that means.
Are the stones magical in nature?
Do an Arcana check.
Seven.
I mean, from what you can tell, it seems as though the whole cave is saturated with magic here. So, you imagine possibly? And Sister Maribel is going to say, is going to mention that she gets the feeling that someone is watching all of you, or like the party's being watched by something or someone, but she's not able to determine where.
This again.
Can Sir Thomas quickly go into his little mind palace and see if he can, like, perceive where the sight might be coming from?
You can certainly roll either perception or insight.
Insight's my better stat.
Well, yeah, go for it.
I almost had a dirty 20. I have an 8.
Yeah, you're not quite sure where you're being watched from, but you believe Sister Maribel, and now you're slightly paranoid.
Whenever I look around these bushes, am I seeing visions again, or is it just...
No. No visions.
Maybe we should get out of here, guys.
What about the stones?
What about the dwarf?
Well, he was lost here for a while. Wait. What if we chuck one of these stones across? Do you think it might come back?
I'm not touching it.
Nope.
I mean, we could bring
You
the
can
body
try it.
out in order to reunite him with, the other dwarves.
I mean, if these stones may be magical in nature, which is my best guess, it might be wise to assume that they may be able to come back, or possibly they need to be connected for something. If we try to, say, take them away and toss it a little further away, we can see what happens. That's my theory, at least.
And if we disturb them, it could trigger some sort of reaction that we don't want. I say it's your call, but I am stepping away.
Right. Sir Thomas wants to inspect the stones, specifically, see if there might be anything he might recognize, to see if they might trigger something if disturbed.
Okay. Do an investigation check.
12. I've been rolling like shit. Come on.
Alright, it looks like a rock.
Can I help him?
It's just a rock.
Sure, you can help him. Yeah.
Let's see if this helps, please.
No!
It still looks like a rock.
Wait, hold on. Wait, no. I just rolled a nat 20 for that. The help action, is that giving me an advantage, or is he trying to investigate?
Well, help action gives you advantage, yeah.
Yeah, yep.
It still
I just got a
look-
nat 20 with it.
It still looks like a rock,
So it's just a rock.
but it's got cool
Just-
carvings in it.
Guys, I believe this is just a rock. Stand back a little. And he's gonna grab the rock and he's just gonna toss it.
Alright.
Just like a few feet forward. That's it.
Yeah, into the bushes
step away
or
when he
just into the
tosses
dirt?
it.
No, just into the path in front of me, not into the bushes.
Okay.
That way we can still clearly see it.
The rock hits the ground and rolls a little ways before it, nestles on its side. You have successfully thrown this rock.
Try kicking it next.
Try kicking another one.
Do you guys don't know what a circle is meant to do?
Not particularly, that's why I just tossed it. Did I miss something important?
When you ever seen a summoning circle or a ritual cast to contain or prevent someone from doing something, the very first thing they do is they create a circle on the floor. You just broke the circle without even knowing what you were breaking. Do any of you know what Kodia is?
No. What is Kodia?
I don't know. That's what was etched on the stones.
Sister Mirabelle
Uh,
has the feeling that the watching is coming from the other side of whatever this maze is, from this general area.
Alright. Well, if something's watching us from that, perhaps we need to find another word. I'm heading towards it.
I'll come with you.
Do you think there might be more stone circles then if we need to find more words?
I was told this is a test. This is a trial. I'm just following the clues.
As you approach the far end of this part of the cave, it seems to get heavily humid. And I need you to make a wisdom saving throw. Everyone that's over here.
Nat 20! Oh my god, thank you.
That was
very
pretty
much.
nice. I got an 11.
I'm gonna use
Wisdom?
the key point to reroll.
Yeah, no, that was wisdom save. We also need to roll for Garathon.
18.
I got 9.
Okay, that's a little better.
Okay, let me roll for Garathon. Yeah, Garathon succeeds. Alright, so we got Ross. Oh, yes, Ross and Sethazar. And Sir Thomas. You guys, very briefly, see yourselves climbing up a snowy mountain before snapping back to this point. It would be about, one round of combat. So 6 seconds, you feel yourself climbing a mountain through the frigid snow.
Interesting.
Ugh. Was that just real or was this real?
I'm gonna reach in my jacket or my vest and grab my stone and kind of hold it a little closer and be like, cold, so cold.
All right, Malia. From this perspective, you see another circle of stones.
So, go down and investigate this circle of stones too to see if there's symbols written on them too.
All right, you find another set of letters, except these ones are written in Infernal.
Sir Thomas,
Yes.
these ones are written in Infernal. I'll need your help.
Oh, yippee, I sure do love things being demonic. Alright, let's take a gander. If I am to read this correctly, Bleen. What on
Bleen?
earth is a bleen? No, bleen. Like lean, but with a B. Bleen. Do I have any idea what this means, by chance?
No, you don't.
Maybe you need to combine it with the other word.
Right. And that other word.
Chaldea.
Does Chaldea and Bleen make any sense in my brain?
No, it doesn't.
I am coming up on nothing. I believe we're still missing something here.
Maybe we need to keep walking towards that area.
Alright. You pass by this, giant stone that seems to be pulsating like it has veins. It's not quite a mushroom, it's not quite a stone, but these ridges seem to be alive. And Heracles, you see another set of stones set in a circle.
What languages are these ones written in?
They are written in giant.
Oh,
Okay. I'll read it.
Yeah, Sister Maribel can also read it.
Interesting.
It reads as sorrow.
sorrow.
Oh, I know this word. It says sorrow.
Okay. Malia's gonna step inside of this particular section of stones with the word sorrow written off them,
Alright?
and she's gonna drop part of the facade that she's been holding over herself since the library and just let the sorrow that she feels after the interruption or the mistreatment or the miscommunication between herself and Ketherick, and just the sorrow of the possibility of something being there that there likely wasn't, and she's just going to let herself cry in sorrow.
Okay. Hang on. I need to generate a map real quick. Sorry. Let me I'll be quick with this. Come on. I just need them all to behave.
Come on, now, behave.
Okay. And then Alright. And then finally, last but not least, I gotta put Malia in. So Malia, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no. Okay. Here's hoping for another nat 20. Nope, it was a 5.
Alright. Well, you find yourself teleported to a different area. You open your eyes, you look around. You are in a vast snow landscape. And please don't move the trees.
I did it.
Someone did. I don't know who did.
That was
like,
me. I'm sorry. I was
someone's
trying to
do
move
like
the map
this.
and I accidentally moved it. No. I was just trying to move the map. That was my bad. I misclicked.
Okay. You look around. You see various soldiers around you, but they seem to be frozen in place. There's a corpse in front of you, and someone and something feeding off the corpse. It doesn't come as a surprise to you that it appears to be a vampire.
Okay. Has he seemed to spot me yet?
He doesn't seem to notice you.
Alright. I guess I'll look around to see if this is like a memory or if this is like... Oh. Did she see that on the map?
Nope.
Okay.
You've never seen this place before in your life.
Yeah. No, but I know we've sort of seen like other people's memories or experiences, so I guess she's trying to determine if this is an illusion or...
Go ahead and make a insight check. I know, I'm asking you to roll the things that you're not familiar with. It doesn't seem to be an illusion.
Yeah, I'm not a very strong wisdom-based character, so it's... Oh, well, she'll carefully approach to see if she can see who the vampire is feeding on, and it seems to be her only clue right now.
Okay. And as you step past that point, you find you are taken back as you have stepped outside of the circle.
Okay, that was weird.
Alright, Maya.
I don't know the meaning of it, but when I stepped inside of the circle, I was teleported to a different area. I don't know what it means.
Maybe the words are emotions, in a sense. Is it possible for me to
Emotion.
kind of glean what type of emotion these words are trying to have, or if they have any at all?
Well, this one just says sorrow. So,
I mean the other two.
I mean, you could make an intelligence check, but you're probably not going to succeed,
Wow.
considering you have no idea what these words mean at all.
You told me I'm not going to succeed, and I didn't. I rolled a 2.
Nice.
Well,
Perhaps
So-
there is fourth one.
What was it like there?
Well, I tried to get a better look of what was happening, but when I moved, it was like I was moving outside. So maybe it's just an image attached to this particular circle. I experienced it after allowing myself to feel sorrow inside of it. I don't know if it would work the same as for any of you.
And you shared what you saw there?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, was in a field, a snowy field, and there was a bunch of frozen soldiers and a vampire feeding. I don't know.
I'd say it's worth a shot for one of us to try again. See what happens.
Wait, the ring was... The stones had giant written on them, and Heracles, you can understand and read giant? Does that scene mean anything to you?
No. What about Sister Paramount?
Doesn't mean anything to Sister Mirabelle.
Okay.
Okay, and yeah, Heracles, I guess we can look for another one if everybody's wanting to solve this.
I have a little bit of a weird idea. The one with Inferno, maybe the word was spelled wrong. Stupid, I know, but instead of bleed, maybe it's bleed, I don't know. I'll be right back. He's gonna ready a dagger, and he's gonna go ahead and just quickly nick himself a little bit. Whenever he goes to stone, he's gonna see if bleeding on the stone does anything. Or in the circle.
Well, you bleed inside of the circle. It now has a biocontaminant inside the circle.
Never mind.
Go ahead. Okay, shall we keep looking?
Yeah.
Alright.
Sort of go up this path.
Let's see.
For the sake of time, you search throughout the whole maze. You know, it seems to loop back in on itself, but you're not able to find anything else of significance.
Okay.
So just those three circles with Sylvan, Inferno, Giant. The only one that sort of gave us any other clue was the one of Sorrel.
I say one of us tries to hop back in and see what happens. Maybe someone else might be able to glean something from it.
You're welcome to try.
I mean, we could draw straws, or...
Nonsense, I'll go.
Okay.
Alright. So, Sir Thomas, you enter into the circle. What do you do?
I'm going to go into my meditative stance. I'm just going to go ahead, crisscross applesauce, hands in position, you know, for sake of time. Sir Thomas is going to relive the conversation he had with Ross, Garethon, while he was there unconscious, pretty much, and Heracles, as he recalls talking about the old group and Nevermore and all that. And he's going to recount how terrible he felt about all their lives being lost, or all of them just not being there anymore.
Okay.
And he's going to slowly shed tears as he recounts how sad he is because of it.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
I got another 11.
Okay. Well, Molly is not here anymore. Instead, it's now Sir Thomas. And when you go in, the vampire is gone. There is no vampire. There is simply a seemingly dried up corpse and soldiers that are frozen in place all around you.
Is there anything about the soldiers that are important, or are they just kind of nameless, generic?
You don't know who they are. You don't recognize the emblems they wear.
And the dried up corpse, same thing, just kind of generic, nothing too special about them?
Nope, not really.
Is there anything of note in the environment that I might possibly know of, like the trees, the sky, like where we are, possibly on the mountain, anything like that?
You are not on a mountain.
We're just in a snowy field. Okay, I thought we were on a mountain. My bad.
You are currently in a snowy field. That seems to be filled up with various trees that are snow-capped. The sky itself seems to be a never-ending gray expanse that stretches across the sky as snow slowly comes down.
I'm gonna attempt to say, hold on, let me get these words out I can say them. Chaldea and Bleen. I'm gonna see if saying either of these words has any effect.
Nothing happens. The rest of you hear him say these words.
Because we still, like, he hasn't teleported away. We still see him there?
He's seeing something. He hasn't left.
Is this place making me feel a certain type of way, possibly?
I mean, you tell me how you feel about it. Like, it's not... I'm not imposing emotion on you.
No, I mean, like, being in this space am I having, like, a certain type of emotion being here other than, like, sadness or sorrow? Is it making me feel, like, dread, like, anxiety, anything like that?
Does this scene make you feel dread? Again, I'm not imposing any emotions on you.
Well, Sir Thomas is definitely going to feel a little bit anxious seeing all of this, and he's definitely very confused, seeing as there's nothing of note in the environment. He's gonna see if he can inspect the corpse from over here. See if, like, try to see if there's anything else maybe around him or anything like that. Or if he can possibly figure out what his role might have been.
Okay.
I don't know.
Make an investigation check.
19, baby.
Underneath the buildup of snow and debris, you do see that there are red splotches around the corpse. But you can imagine he was at one point a soldier.
And for Molly's, it was true that he was probably feasted on by a vampire. Do I notice this vampire anywhere in the scene?
The vampire is not here.
Sir Thomas is going to try to go closer to the body if he can. As close as possible without trying to, like, get out of this circle if that's possible at all.
Well, you don't know where the circle is.
Oh, right. I'm not there. Okay, well, he's just going to try to slowly move closer towards that body.
As soon as Malia sees him starting to walk, she's going to gesture to the others to surround the circle, so even though he's walking, he's kept within the circle, and see if that helps him.
Okay. So Sir Thomas, you feel like once you reach the edge of the circle, you feel a pushback, and that's the edge of the circle right there. For the frame of reference, this is where people are. That is the circle.
Is there anything weird about this tree, possibly? Anything like that?
Yes, actually. Despite the fact that there's buildup of snow, the tree itself doesn't seem to be dying. It doesn't seem to be getting any less green.
I want to investigate that. Is that possibly magical by some means, or is that just how it is?
So you can do nature or arcana.
It's about the same. Let's do Arcana. I got a 12.
From what you can tell, there's some magical means that is keeping this tree alive.
Do I notice any traces of magic anywhere else? I understand I'm very inept
No.
in magic, but do I feel a presence of magic in
No,
the area
you
besides this tree?
You as far as your perception goes, like you even stepping around doesn't make a crunch in the snow. You are, you make the realization you are not actually here. You see something. Like, this is very much, you're seeing something, but you're not here.
I want to try and touch this tree.
Okay, the part that seems to overhang, your hand passes through.
I'm going to say out loud, I'm not really here, am I? It is a vision. Quaint. I am at a loss here. My next guess is to try to see if I could possibly call out the vampire.
Well, if it's just an illusion, I don't think anybody in that scene is. Feel that they were missing something, but I'm not sure what it is.
Is there something odd about the placement of these trees, possibly?
No, it looks like your average forest. You
And
obviously
it's
have-
only this one tree specifically that's weird?
Well, no, it's overhanging into where the circle is. Like that's the
I
one
mean,
that
like,
you, that's the one you're able to touch. Well, touch, quote unquote.
right. And this is the only one that has this type of magical effect around it, or the only one I noticed like that, or are all of them the same?
All of them are about the same.
None of these trees have any type of markings on them, or any types of, like, weird roots or anything like that?
No, not that you can tell.
No blood around them either?
I mean, you look closely enough. It seems as though there's some blood on some of the trees, but you would surmise it's probably from whatever the corpses are. Like the corpse over there, the tree next to him has a bit of blood on it, but that's also because the guy is all bloodied too.
Right, okay, so stop facting them. What race are these soldiers? Can I tell that, or are they mainly skeleton?
They are not skeletons at all. They seem to be humans. They don't look to be, they look to be healthy. They are just not moving.
I'm a little bit stumped, I'm not gonna lie, fellas. I'm a little bit stumped.
I mean, you're not supposed to get all of it. Like, this is just me, like, giving you something to think about for later stuff. So, if you're like, if it's not a puzzle you're meant to figure out this session, is what I'm trying to get at.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
okay,
okay.
okay. That makes much more sense. All
Okay,
right. well,
sorry,
Sir Thomas
sorry
was
if
gonna say-
if that was a
No, you're good. You're good. That was very insightful, though. Sir Thomas is gonna say, "All right, I think I'm done." And he's gonna try to step out.
okay.
Do we let him out?
Well,
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
as you let him out, you step back out of the circle and you are back into the cave.
The vampire was gone, but those trees are oddly magical. I'm not quite gifted in those arts. I can't quite put my finger on what, but I wasn't quite there. That's either an illusion or a memory of some sort.
What if it's the opposite?
How do you mean?
The future, I mean. What if instead of the past, it's the future?
Well, I mean, anything is surely possible, but how?
Well, I can't really say any reasoning. Just my gut instinct that maybe instead of the past is the future.
Hey, Malia, do we know if that sorrow thing works with the other stone circles as well?
I haven't tried.
Do you believe it's worth a try?
She'll go down to the infernal one. Step inside of it.
You step inside, nothing seems to happen.
I don't know if sorrow is the right emotion for this one, though.
What about anger or anxiety, possibly?
Oh, what is bleed?
Well, I don't understand. Oh no. But what I don't understand, why was sorrow in common, or at least translatable to common, but these other two words aren't?
That's a good question.
Why don't we try to
Mage?
consult the orb? I mean, the mage might be able to help us here. They might know something. Maybe this is more ancient than us.
I mean, you might as well ask it. Something.
Well, if this is a trial, we've gotten our first taste. I mean, if this is a trial for us, then surely we'll return, right? I mean, maybe it's just not ready for us.
That's fair.
I mean,
But-
Rom turned us out of the tomb because they weren't ready for us. Or we couldn't enter.
Yeah, Malia?
Well, there were those of you that felt that you were walking up the mountain when we went up this path. Maybe that's related to this word that needs to be said or expressed in some way.
Maybe strength
Cold?
then.
Oh, maybe.
Cold or strength.
Exhaustion.
Resistance.
Exhaustion. Resistance.
Red.
That's a good one.
Bitter, possibly? Bitter cold.
These various concepts
Give
don't
it a
seem to
shot.
trigger the circle.
I'm gonna make a little bit of a stretch here, DM, but I want to see if I can insight check possibly to see if I might be able to give myself a little workaround. Think of it like Wordle, the word of the day, Wordle. If Sir Thomas might be able to perform that in his mind to possibly be able to get the right definition or get closer to it.
It's going to be
With an insight.
intelligence. It's not going to be insight.
It's gonna. Okay, yep, sure. I'm more than willing to do that. More than willing. I almost had a 19. I have a 9.
Conceptually, you're not sure what it is. Like, you're racking your brain. You don't know.
17?
Somalia, you get the sense that maybe Bleem is a name.
Name. She'll just say it while she's inside the circle. Bleem.
Nothing seems to happen.
Name.
Could that mean Coldea is a name too?
Do we believe it might be the name of the vampire you saw?
Well, the vampire we saw was in sorrow.
Maybe they're connected in some way. Maybe they're all a clue to another.
I don't think we're going to get any more information here, though.
Maybe. Maybe they're places. I don't know.
Maybe.
So are we ready to go back?
Yeah.
When you guys are.
Let's say let's go.
We can continue
Alright.
to the outpost. Make camp there.
Alright, you make your way back out. And find your way to High Keep.
Bye bye. I was saying that to Josh over Matt.
And
never got to see you.
And of course, when you approach, the orcs and the dwarves look at you funny. But they don't really say anything because you guys aren't carrying it. You know, the idea is that you're not carrying any goods, so they wonder why you're back.
Yeah, we're going to try to climb the mountain. They're probably going to keep on looking at us funny.
But you know, with that, I got nothing else prepared for you guys. For today. No, not without Gareth on.
Of course.
Fair.
Yeah.
So, if you guys want to, we could go around and do some stars and wishes. So, who did we end on last time?
Was it me? Was I the last one? I forget.
I don't remember,
I think you
honestly.
were.
Yeah, let's start with Sethazar. Stars and wishes.
Stars. Learning how to use arcane magic or arcane genesis. It's fun but painful. I almost died, but that was fun.
Yeah, you got a
wish-
pretty. The dice, the damage dice were not friendly to you.
No, they weren't.
You got a 10 and a 9.
Oh, wow. Oh, my God.
And then the third one was like, I think it was like a 6, but still, like, it was a crazy amount of damage.
Yeah, 25 out of 30 damage is pretty insane.
Yeah, that wasn't fun. Wishes. Looking forward to finding or reading another tablet from the Arch Scribes.
All right. Okay, Heracles.
My star was when Sethazar found that hidden drawer instantly. That was pretty funny. Wishes. Ooh, I'm hoping we're gonna climb this mountain next session. I'm hoping. Just hoping.
All right. Gareth sounds like, here's Somalia.
Stars. I think the way we divided up the parties worked pretty well for us. Like the Sir Thomas, Heracles, Ross, and Garethon had some orc tribe fun, and Sethazar and Malia were quite suited for that stealth mission. Pretty cool to find what we were looking for, and it was really tempting to take more than I was supposed to, but I resisted. And wishes,
Same.
yeah. This puzzle is gonna haunt me until I figure it out. So my wishes is that we get some information on how to solve it.
Well, it kind of did give you some information. You just don't know it yet.
Yeah, so I'm guessing there's, now that I have the initial information, I know what to be looking for to add to that information, but we don't even know if when we return if it'll be the same or not because it changes. So it's just, it is what it is. It'll probably be a puzzle for quite some time.
All right, Ross.
Howdy. Stars. I'm loving the puzzles. Keep them coming. I think it's really fun. I have some theories. Or one theory, but we'll
You're not going to Barovia.
No. I was just joking about that.
Oh God. No thanks.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited about more puzzles. I think it's fun to like try and figure stuff out. It's interesting. I love that Zethar use Arcane Genesis for the first time. That's freaking awesome. Hopefully there's more of that, or hopefully there's not. I mean, you know, he could not like it, so that's cool. Anyway, wishes. I honestly can't wait to meet the Silver Dragon, possibly. That's sorry about that. That was my phone. Yeah, I can't wait to possibly meet the Silver Dragon, and yeah, super exciting things to come.
Awesome. Well, now it's Sir Thomas.
My star is definitely that little Mission Impossible between Malia and Sethazar. That was awesome. Seeing you guys be able to play in rogue stuff is always very cool. As well as another side point, that puzzle, I love having my brain racked around like that. That's incredibly helpful. That was so awesome. My wish, honestly, my wish is to see exactly what happens at the top of this mountain and see more plot development between, I'm theorizing, Ross and Garethon. However, it could realistically be everyone, possibly. But yeah.
Sweet. Well, with that, we're going to go ahead and end the session here. For those of you that joined us, thank you so much. Have a wonderful night, everybody.